What's going on, everybody? So I finally got my first MTB box in. Um, so it's not going to be like everybody else's unboxing because, for one, everybody's seen literally everything that's in this box. But you know, the usual. You got the card, you got the box itself. And everybody's seen pretty much what's in this one. I was really hoping to get the October box, but at the same time, I'm kind of happy that I got the September box because there was a lot of really cool stuff in the September box that I was really stoked for. And I really like that sticker. I love stickers. I don't know about everybody else, but I love stickers. So when I saw everybody's box and they had the cowboy riding the bait, I was like, oh God, I wish I would have got that sticker. But yeah, you got the sticker. You got the what's inside card. Bagley Balsa Wake Bait, Hunter or Lunker Hunt Yappa Frog, Biospawn Exo Ribbon, Big Bite Baits, Cane Thumper, Booyah Bankroll Jig, if I could talk tonight, Z-Man TRD Craws, and the Mustad Ultra Light Wire Hooks. It's a pretty sweet box, honestly. And the one thing that I was like super stoked for was, well, I guess two things. The wake bait, because I was like, a lot of people complain because you can't go out and buy these things at the stores. I think it's cool, you know, hey, an MTB exclusive, you know, only the people who have these boxes have this bait. I did already go in and open the box because I was excited because it was my first box. So everything's open already, but I really like this thing. My box wasn't actually supposed to come until Monday. So when I got home from fishing this afternoon, I was like, man, if I would have waited till tomorrow to go, or my wife was like, oh, you know, you can just go again tomorrow. I was like, yeah. I was like, but one of the ponds I walked to, and I'll show a little clip in here somewhere. One of the ponds I went to, I hadn't been to before, and the bite was just not on anything I was throwing. I threw half of my baits and I wasn't getting bit. I got bit like once when I first got there on a rattle trap, and then I kept throwing it, nothing else. And then I seen a few fish jumping in that, started throwing a frog later on, nothing. And it was a perfect day. The bite should have been on. Like, it was the first cool day of the year. It was only like, I think the high when I was out there was like maybe 70 degrees. And what we've had here in North Carolina so far has been in the hundreds. And I got better bites when it was hot. So there's a few of these, like I might have actually wouldn't have mind throwing this one right here just because it only goes down to like 1 foot. So it would have been perfect. But like, I don't know, I like the color, I like what it looks like. Hopefully the action's good on it. But yeah, between that one and these exo ribbons, I was stoked about these. Like, I seen these things in the thing and I was like, man, I wish I would have got this last month's box. These things look amazing. And I opened them up and they stink. So that's typically a good thing. They smell like black licorice. I was like, I smelled it. I'm like, oh my God. Some people may relate, some people may not, but it smelled just like Jaeger. I told my wife, I was like, does this smell like black licorice? She's like, oh my God, I hate it. So I was like, yeah, that's it. But we got these 7-inch exo ribbons. We got the Balsa Wake. Like I said, everything's open, so like the box did not come like this, but we got this Booyah bankroll jig, and I love jigs. A lot of people don't like them. I love them. Some Mustad 5/0 hooks. That's actually not bad because I'm running low on hooks. What was this one? This one was the Big Bite baits. Where's the card at now? There you are. Big Bite Baits Cane Thumper. It's like a paddle tail. Just a paddle tail. I mean, I don't know what else to describe that as. This jeez, I swear I can't talk tonight. Lunker Hunt Yappa Frog. I'm kind of excited about that one too. It's got those real short silicone legs, essentially. But then it's got like the two, or makes it so it's got like a walking action. I thought that was really cool. And then another one was the Z-Man, what are these things? TRD Craws. Now, like I took one of those out and matched it up with the jig. The color that I got doesn't match perfectly, but I mean, in all reality, it's got a low profile fit on that jig, something you don't have to cut down. And I like throwing the Ned rig. I haven't been able to throw it that much in the time I've been here in North Carolina because everything I've fished really has been real grassy. So trying to throw it just didn't work as well. It would always get gummed up and everything else. But I might throw it on this. I got a ton of Ned rig heads. I got hooked on that in Tennessee. I'll throw in the one fish I caught today after I switched spots. I'll put that on here too. But I don't know, I was so super stoked about these exo ribbons. I hadn't really thrown worms for the most part, like ribbon tail worms. But I started to, let's see, I'm about to lose my sticker. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put that at now. I started to throw, I had bought some worms. I kid you not, probably at least 8-9 years ago. And they're these purple ribbon tail worms. They're smaller ones, smaller profile ones. They're Berkeley, I think. And I've had them since then. And I tried to throw them, and it was just prior to me really getting into bass fishing for the most part. But I've had them that long. And it wasn't until, I'm gonna say it was last month, I finally, like once I actually started to catch fish here in North Carolina, because trust me, the struggle is real from the time I got here till I just started catching like real quality amounts and quality fish in general, like within the last couple months. And when I just did it on a whim, like, I don't know, like I said, about a month or so ago, and I was like, let me put one of these on here. And I threw it out there and reeled in a couple times. I finally got a bite on one. I'm like, oh, so I threw it back out there again, caught my first fish on one. And I don't think I ever posted that video. I was so excited. It was the stupidest thing to be excited for, but I was so excited because I caught a fish on this worm that I had for literally ever. And so since then I was like, you know, I started to look more into it. Like I've thrown Senkos and the different brands, types of Senkos. And I've used those for quite a while, and I've used a few other different types of worms, tons of different creature baits, and craws, you know, the usual stuff. Craws my go-to, but like I threw this and it gave me a whole new confidence in it, I guess you could say. And it was the same with a lot of the other baits too. Like it wasn't until I had that little, the picture I showed in the last video with the lipless crankbait. I had never caught a fish on a lipless crankbait. I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone right now. Like I've been used to throwing, from the time I got into bass fishing until now, like I've gotten into a comfort zone where it's been almost all soft plastics, either soft plastics or like I'd throw a jig with the soft plastic. So I'd still have that trailer on there. I can tell you right now, I've never caught anything on on the different, like I've never caught anything on a swim bait. I've never caught anything on a hard swim bait, I should say. No hard baits other than that one fish now that I've caught on the, that rattle trap. Yeah, I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone and get into throwing those more. So like usually I'll throw it, you know, throw a handful of times and then I'll get frustrated that I'm not catching anything. And I blame Tennessee for a lot of it because fishing in Tennessee is amazing. And coming to North Carolina, it hurt my heart, especially I was here almost a year before. Well, I was here 6-7 months before I even caught my first fish here. And trust me, when I say I went fishing like a lot, I went fishing a lot. And it's kind of because I didn't really get into I wasn't finding different places to fish. So I was fishing this one pond that it's close to the house. I knew there's fish in it. I've seen fish in it, but I never caught any fish in it. Like I tried it during the winter, tried it during the summer, tried it during the fall, tried it during the spring, and it wasn't until this summer, or maybe the spring, that I caught my first fish. It was, I don't have a video of it, I don't think, but it was a rock bass. And it was a good little fish, but I was so happy. Caught it on a craw. Craw has been my go-to pretty much since I started bass fishing. My first bass I ever caught was on a jig with a craw trailer. And like it's like you stick with what you know, and I've been trying to get out of that comfort zone, get out of my comfort zone and catch fish on stuff other than, you become more confident on catching fish on stuff other than what I've been used to. I mean, tell me if y'all have struggles like that, if y'all have dealt with stuff like that. I mean, I'm not new to bass fishing, but I'm still very young in bass fishing, I guess I should say. I love it. It's a very, I can't say unique sport, but very different sport compared to what a lot of people are used to. And I have, you know, a bunch of friends that bass fish, and yeah, it's once you get into it and you start talking to people about it, everybody's just like, holy crap. They're like, at least I'm not the only one. Well, tell me, am I the only one that, you know, has to get out of my comfort zone? Am I the only, like, do other people deal with the same thing? Is it something that you guys deal with on the regular, or is it, you know, just me? I don't know. All right, well, I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I know this has been done umpteen billion times, and it'll be done umpteen billion times more, but I really appreciate y'all watching. Like and subscribe. Thanks.
Get him? I did. Oh, I caught a fish today. Thank you. I felt him biting at it. Seriously. Calm down. Calm down. Oh, little guy. Bigger than the last time I got. Makes me happy. Can't get any pictures today because my phone's dead in the car, but cute little guy. Oh, it makes me happy. Get that skunk off my back. Big one, little one, don't make a difference to me as long as I catch fish. Oh my goodness. Y'all don't understand how happy it makes me just to catch that little fish. I could probably never catch another one today and I'll be just as happy, just because it's, I don't know. I know there's fishermen out there that understand.